Good morning, witches. Welcome back to Pagan Pathways with Jessica. This morning we're doing a Pinterest dupe, which you can see down there in the corner. You'll also see a lot of my husband's hands because he helps me quite a lot. These are bamboo pieces of a fence that he took down and then I recycled by using them for this project. He cut them to size for me and we're putting it in the shape of a star and adjusting it. Now, the first thing we do is put the zip ties on, but we do not tighten them yet. We wait until all the zip ties are on and then we tighten them down, which you'll see. And there's a lot of adjustment. You also don't put the middle zip ties on yet because you want to be able to adjust the star to make sure everything's symmetrical. So here, you just see us putting the zip ties on, and then we go back and we tighten them up now that they're all on. And then we adjust the star itself and the zip ties. There, he's really pulled it tight for me. So here we are trying to adjust it. In just a second, you're going to see me get real frustrated because at first I couldn't quite get the concept of what he was trying to tell me to do. And so, yeah, sometimes that happens. So I put it down and then it looks pretty symmetrical here, but we do adjust it just a little bit more. And then you're going to see us turn the star to make sure that the top of the star, that all the points can be at the top, which will make it the most symmetrical. I hope I'm making that clear, but at least you can see in the video what I'm doing. So now that we're sure that everything is the same size, we're going to start zip tying in the five places to put all of them and make it extremely stable. Which is what you see us doing here. And my husband's by far faster at this than I am. He did a really good job helping me, and I do appreciate it. So I just wanted to make that noted. Here we go, tying them all, but look, I forgot a spot, which my husband points out and then goes and gets another zip tie to put there. And then I just cut off all the excess, and then where all of the large knots are from the zip ties will be in the back. So I was looking at it. Oh, there, he found me a red one and he puts it on. He's such a great person. Okay, now our next step is to take this Dollar Tree twine. You can use whatever twine you want, but I like to keep mine cost effective. So I do try to utilize what I already have on hand or what is the most inexpensive. I do use hot glue as well to help secure that twine. Now, you don't have to do that, but I do it just simply because it makes it a little bit easier to hold everything into place. All right, so I've got the Dollar Tree twine and I'm going to wrap it around numerous times just to hold it real nice and secure. Then I use a bit of hot glue to finish it off, and plus that helps to secure it more. You don't have to use the hot glue if you don't want to, but that's just how I chose to do mine. So then I snip it off, and you're going to see me turn it up, and then we're going to do all the rest of the corners. Now we're going to do the inside almost the same way we did the corners, except for on the inside, you're going to go across where you start the knot, and then you'll go the opposite way to make sure it's nice and secure and covers the zip tie. Okay, here we are with the pentagram completely finished. I love the look of this. I did, as I said earlier, use recycled bamboo fence that my husband cut for me, but you can use sticks. However, I'll make a note that sticks are very hard to get them completely straight. Or this pack of small craft sticks from the Dollar Tree, they do sell large ones, and up there in the corner you'll see that we did do one out of those. It was just smaller than I liked. However, it still looks good. So you can choose whatever materials you would like. Now here we have the symbols for earth, air, fire, and water, which we're going to make and stick on the side. These are made out of sticks. I do like the way this looks, but I wanted to use the craft sticks to make them just a little bit larger. Okay, here we are with the craft sticks. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what size I want the triangles. So then I decide I'm going to cut them in half. That way then they're all even. Here I have one stick already cut in half, so I just size it up with the other stick so I can cut them all. Now, the wire cutters doesn't make, which is what I'm using to cut it. It does not make a complete cut, but it does make like a perforated line, so then it makes it very easy to snap the stick in half just like that. And then here I'm trimming a little bit off the top because it wasn't an even cut. It doesn't have to be perfect though, because you are really going to cover it all in twine. I just wanted it to be nice and smooth. So you will need 12 total half pieces, so 6 of the craft sticks cut in half. That would have been easier to say, I guess. Anyway, so I just show you how I cut all of them. And then we're going to lay it out into the triangle and make sure that we have it spaced correctly before we add any of the hot glue, which is a temporary hold until we put the twine on. And we will be using hot glue with the twine. That way then when we wrap it, just like on the big pentagram, it will help keep it held in place for us much easier than just tying with a knot. And I notice when I just tie with a knot and don't use the hot glue, it is a little bit loose. So you can do this part however you'd like. I was just showing you how I did it to give you some ideas. All right, here we have all the triangles done. So I'm going to take a little bit of some larger twine that I have from Walmart, but you can use the smaller twine from Dollar Tree if you prefer. And I just tie a knot at the bottom and have 2 of the ropes at the top, and then we're going to tie it around, which you'll see here in the video. I'm not explaining this very well, but I hope you can understand what I'm doing by seeing it in the video. And there I was measuring out to make sure they were all about the same length. I really, really love this project. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. When we're done with all the triangles, then we're going to do some embellishment. And I really hope that when you make yours, that you'll leave me some pictures down in the comments so I can see how you embellished yours. All right, it's time to embellish, and I'm going to get out this little bag of gems that I have. These came from Hobby Lobby. I used a 50% off coupon and made them very inexpensive. And there's tiger's eye, amethyst, clear crystal quartz, whatever they come on a string. They're, like I said, they're for jewelry making, but I always use them in projects like this, and I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do. So I mess around with it until I figure something out. I do end up cutting a little bit of this wire, which the wire comes from Walmart. It's inexpensive as well, but you can embellish yours however you choose, or you could leave it just the way it is. So I'm going to wire wrap this. I'm not really good at wire wrapping, but I can do it, so I did manage. I just stuck the piece in the hole because, like I said, these are jewelry pieces for making jewelry, and so they already have a hole in them. So I stuck it in and then figured out a way to make a little harness for it. And to do that, I folded a piece in and then pulled it up, and then I wrapped wire around that to hold it securely, and it was just a very simple wire wrap. So that's what I'm working on over there. I know it's a little bit tedious. Yeah, again, like I said, you can do it however you want. And at the end, I did end up changing it. I used 2 skull beads that I had picked up from Joann's, and the tiger's eye. When I first show this finished, it's with the clear crystal quartz hanging from the center, which looked really good, but for some reason I wanted to change it, so that's what I did. Yeah, I hope that you guys understand what I'm doing here, and I know I'm rambling a little bit. I don't really know what to say, since when I started this video I had it done one way and then I took that apart and finished it another way. If you're crafty and you do crafty things, I'm sure you know what I mean, because it's easy to put something together and you think you really like it, and then you're like, oh, I need to do something else. All right, so the wire tops, the wrap is all done. It's up there. I think it looks great. And then I get out some feathers because I was like, oh, how can I incorporate this? And I went back and forth a lot on a lot of different things, and I just couldn't make everything work the way I wanted it to. And yeah, that happens sometimes. A creative block, I guess, is kind of like writer's block. But I wish I could have figured out the feathers on there. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. So I moved those all out of the way, and yeah, I don't know what to say. This was a kind of a mess for me. And remember, as I told you, I always do these videos as when I do the videos, it's the first time I've made the project. So sometimes you just got to see the creative process, I guess. Those are skull beads that I picked up at Joann's while they were on sale for, I think, 50% off. So I always hit up the sales. As I said, I definitely am one of those people. Here is the finished product. I did take it off, and as you can see, the skull beads and the tiger's eye is what I went with in the middle. And yeah, and I did end up doing a lark's knot on those strings hanging from the bottom. That is also Dollar Tree rope type stuff. It says it's white twine. It's in the section where the automotive is, and it comes on a roll. So I really like the way this turned out. Sorry that I rambled a lot through this video, but I hope you liked the project. And again, I would love to see yours if you make one. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll talk soon, witches.